And we're good. Go. Then we can get started. Get a few more people in there, but whenever you're ready, Blessings, you can get started.
Okay. Let's get my screen share going. Oh, okay, wait. We do have a light presentation today before I dive right in. Let me open that up. Let's share the screen. Okay. Can you all see my presentation?
Yes, we can
Okay.
see your screen. Beautiful.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna move some other things around on the screen. And we're gonna get started because we're gonna build again today. All right, so today we're going to get into harnessing AI for business. I'm Blessing Richardson, founder of SALA, where I help people build fun apps and AI tools and agents to run their business and serve their customers. And so that means I do a lot of work with AI. I mean, you can't be in technology right now and not touch it. But the question is, how do we bring this into our modern businesses? And so we're going to talk about a light overview and preamble of current ways that people are using AI, but we're going to move into a practical example of using it today. And so, current ways that people are using AI in business, chatbot to customer service. We are actually all using chatbots right now. If you're using AI in any form, we are using the means of chat and messaging to communicate. But what happens when you go to customer support? I think we're very familiar with talking to someone on the other end and then realizing you're not a human. And at first it was really obvious, and now it's a little less obvious, right? Because AI is showing up in voice and text, but we're also seeing it in the chats. And so sometimes you go to a website, there's a help box, and before it used to be a kind of not so helpful search. And now you ask a question and it will contextualize the response based off of what you ask. And that's because we're using LLMs or AI to now power these chatbots. And so more and more, we're seeing chatbots show up in normal business. And we're seeing consumers get really used to using these chatbots. And the better they are, sometimes they're more preferred because we're getting really good at them. Data analysis and insights, right? So we can use AI to analyze things. We're going to get an example of that today. But we can use it in small context, right? Maybe I have a one-off report. There's a website I go to once a month and I turn that into a report. It might even have other documents I pull, or it's in large data sets where I'm analyzing hundreds, if not thousands, of bits of information. And I need AI to step in and help me with that analysis and do deep research. And so this is another area where we're seeing AI become more accessible. To be told, machine learning has always been a part of these processes, always, but the last 20 years, it's very common to see machine learning in these processes anyways. I think the big shift is that the cost of AI and the accessibility of it means that anyone can use it. A micro business, a student, a teacher, a volunteer, or a solo business owner, right? And so the new spin is that literally you can do AI powered data analytics on your own. And process automation. I do think this was probably one of the first frontiers for business owners where got into building automations over the last couple of years. Things like automating emails, sending reminders, automating client onboarding. I use automation in my own business to help me process invoices and receipts. I index them, they go into a personal receipt database or spreadsheet, and I archive all of them, and then it helps me send it off to my bookkeeper, right? All of these automations are things we kind of had, and now we're bringing AI into the workflow where we're using AI to step in where a human would normally step in and bring in human logic and reasoning. The AIs are starting to be able to do that on our behalf. And so today we're going to get into one of those processes, and start talking about recommended apps to build these things in.